the scouts come back, they tell you that this player relishes the big match, you immediately think, I'm going to sign this player. He's going to be fantastic. Well, on today's show, I'm going to suggest, think about it. Sometimes it's a really bad idea to just sign players who relish big matches. My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show. So if you've been following my streams on YouTube, you'd have realized Nottingham Forest have managed to finish in the 5th position, their very first season in the English Premier League. Yes, at one point it seemed even unlikely because we were on a very bad run of results and we needed to turn things around really quickly. So I went into the team and I started looking at several factors that could be contributing to this. And one of the things I realized really quickly was the fact that you need to sign players that have the right kind of qualities. And Relish's big match isn't exactly all that fantastic as it's been made out to be. It's a simple reason. Relish's big match kicks in when there's a big match, and there aren't a lot of big matches that you can think of. You might have a derby game, right? Your match could be the Champions League final, the FA Cup final, the League Cup final. But if you're going to depend on just big matches for the entire season, how many big matches do you think there are going to be in an entire season? What's more important when you sign a player is not Relish's big match. It's going to be consistency. You've got sometimes upwards of 40 games in a season. In the Premiership, we play 38 league games. How many big matches do you think there are in 38 games? But if you're a newly promoted side, every single match for you is a big match. It could be a simple match against Aston Villa, right? You could be a newly promoted side and you could have Sheffield United, Fulham, Watford there, and you're thinking to yourself, well, these sides, they're at the same level as we are. We're just newly promoted. Maybe you should get a result. But that's a big match for you too because you're just newly promoted. So I want to suggest something to most people when they're playing the game. When you scout for players, do it intelligently. There's something different in FM21, right? Front and center, the UI changed and it shoved body language right in our faces when we're playing a game, any game. It's there. You can't run away from it. And the thing about Relish's big match is this. When a player plays a run-of-the-mill average game you play every single season, it may not, it's just another team, mid-table, you're mid-table, they're mid-table, it's just another game. Those Relish's big match players, they're going to get complacent. Yes. So you might get matches where your playmaker doesn't show up because he's going, I don't need to do anything today. We're gonna be fine, man. This is not the game for me to be playing today. Yeah, bring me on when you're playing Liverpool. Eh? Who's this? They only Watford. What the hell? See, that's the problem with the Relish's big match. Your players actually get complacent. And you're going to be scratching your head trying to figure out why your players can't bring other sides down. So you got to be paying attention to certain things that have changed in the game. The game has changed, right? It's not the same as an FM20. So what do you do then? What you should be doing is combining Relish's big match with consistency. Now, I'm going to show you a game where I have a player called Nuno Santos. He enjoys big matches and he is a fairly consistent performer. And we have this cup match against Benfica, which is a big match for us. And all I do in this match is I mess around with shouts just to fire that player up and keep him fired up for 90 minutes. And guess what happens? You're going to have to build a squad for success for the long term. right? And that's what I'm doing in Nottingham Forest, and I'm going to be doing the same thing in Kashim Pasha, and I'm doing the same thing with Dundee United. Yes, I've got 3 saves. Actually, I've got 4. One more is Sporting Portugal. That's 4. I don't know why I'm doing so many saves, but never mind. What are you gonna have to do whenever you scout for new talent? There's this tendency when you see a player, you immediately send somebody out for 2 weeks, right? Stop doing that. What you do is you get the initial scout report. Because we all have limited coaches. We don't have like 35 coaches that we can park, we park on one player for 2 weeks and then we just, take our time and find out what we need. No, we don't have that kind of time. So you want to get your initial scout report, which is usually very fast. Within a week, you get a scout report. And then what you're looking for is you want to find out whether this player is consistent or not. That's what you're looking for. You're looking to sign players who are consistent. This is the most valuable personality in trait. I don't know. Yeah, it's an attribute in the game. It's hidden, but this is the one that you're after most of the time. You want to think about Relish's big match. I don't think you want to be signing 11 of them in your first team, because they may all just want to wait for the big game to come before they show up. So I think you want to be thinking about who you sign. So that will be the first main tip. My second tip is a real game changer. If you only have 2 scouts, or sometimes even 1 scout, and you need to get information, how tough that is, because you're going to have to scan your scouts out. You just can't afford that, right? So who do you prioritize? Well, the game gives you a fantastic tool to help you with that. It's called Screenflow. Learn how to use Screenflow. For all of those guys out there who don't know about Screenflow, this is how you access it. Go to FM, Preferences, type in Custom in the search bar, and you see Screenflow. Now click on that and choose which competitions you want to track. What will happen during the course of the game is pages like this will pop up, giving you information on, different kinds of competitions you're tracking. You can then go stats, player detail, and then you can prioritize the players that you want to scout. Now, assuming I want to look for players who've got great footballing intelligence. Now, the thing here in this game, I can't stress how important this group of attributes are, and I'm going to share it with you one more time. I've done a video on this. Go check out my Creating Tactics, the very first video where I talk about footballing intelligence. Now, these attributes are so important because you want defenders to intercept a ball. It's way more important to have a smart defender than a player that can tackle. A player that reads the game really well is going to cut off passes and then allow you to immediately counter-attack. I like to look for fullbacks who make very good interceptions. Now, if they have very high interception rates, it usually reflects that fullback has got very good anticipation. Then all I do is I come here and I go to this player and I just click on this. And this is the second thing that you want to do. Just get the scout report. Up top, you'll see the first option, get scout report. In a few days, you will find out information about the player's personality. And then you can decide whether you want to invest more time scouting him. Because there's no point sending out a scout to you see 5 stars and you go, oh my God, I want to reveal everything about him. Why do that? Get that initial scout report. Find out if he's inconsistent or not. Find out if he's susceptible to injury. Save your scout some time. Save yourself some time in the game, because sometimes we only have that short window to make decisions. You got 30 possible targets. You can't possibly scout all 30 of them in time, but you can definitely get the initial scout report. The initial scout report, yeah, that's possible. And that's going to save you a lot of time. So that was the purpose of today's show. I wanted to share with you how I managed to get Nottingham Forest. We almost lost the plot, right? We were going in the wrong direction and I needed to set that ship right. And I only got it done when I started to identify the players in my team I could rely on. And the moment I realized, okay, these guys are not consistent enough, we got to do something about it. So lo and behold, we made it to Europe in our second season. We couldn't have done it if we hadn't had that discussion on the stream. Yes, actually, it was a phenomenal stream. We were having these fun times talking, and I want to thank everybody. So I thought I'd share this video with you in case you were not there for the stream. If you're still watching this video, I have a special message for you. I want to thank you for sticking around, watching the video, hitting the like and the subscribe button. You've been absolutely fantastic. I hope that you stay safe and stay healthy. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.